My plan has backfired, and I'm quickly beginning to regret my choice of wording with Tommy last episode. I mean, do you see this mess? I cover his base with resin because he says it's his least favorite block, and he asks me, "Oh Zay, what's your least favorite block?" And I thought I had the most 1,000 IQ play. I said, "Oh Tommy, it's diamond blocks. That's my least favorite block in the game. I just, hate them so much." But he has found a loophole in my genius. He has in fact covered my base with diamond blocks, and not the good kind, which I didn't even know was possible to have the bad kind. There will be consequences for this. I've been made aware recently that someone else has also been wronged by Tommy, that being his neighbor Rod. I think later I may meet up with Rod and retaliate in the worst possible way. But I actually did want to work on my area today. I have some really good plans for this whole kind of area, especially in this empty spot to the south side of my base, but first things first, I need to clean up this horribly ugly diamond mess. Alright, so I got all those diamond blocks cleaned up, and so now we can kind of turn our attention to the south side of my base, where I've decided to build a fire tower. I've never built any sort of like fire tower-esque build before. I know a lot of people do it, but yeah, I've never tried it ever building one of these before. I'm hoping it should really improve the empty space on this side of my area. But first things first, you will notice I'm missing a rather large chunk of terrain on the side of the existing terrain that's already there. So I need to kind of connect that all together and make this all look proper before I actually build any new structures or anything here. But yeah, let me go ahead and put this terrain in and the road in and get this all built up before we talk about the fire tower. Alright, so I've kind of got this whole terrain area now all ready for the actual building process, and I've got the road all put in. And I've built a tunnel. I built this cool kind of terrain tunnel thing here, and I really want to talk about something I've done over here, like a cool trick I've done. So I've been playing with some lighting stuff, actually. But I've been playing with lighting. You'll see I made this yellow go into browns, and just kind of playing with the lighting in the tunnel, right? Making some stuff darker, going from this light to dark, but mainly the road is kind of the highlight of this, where I'm going from black concrete powder to black wool to coal to black concrete. And this line gets darker, and so does the white line, actually. I've done a pretty cool gradient here as well into the tunnel here. But yeah, I'm really kind of happy with this. I think this is just a cool little neat detail instead of just having the road come just through here. Now up here is where I'm going to build the fire tower. You'll notice there's a big chunk of empty space. It's fine. I planned on putting some like boulders and stuff here in this gap here to fix that. So I just had to kind of flatten this area here out so I was able to actually put in all the stuff I need to put in here. Now, I'm going to get to work on actually doing this, but before I do, I want to meet up with Rod and retaliate against Tommy. Alright, I'm at Rod's base. I believe he is somewhere around here. I'm not exactly sure where he is.
My good sir.
Oh my god, I hear you. Where are you? Oh my god, he's right behind me.
Bonjour.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to remember, what was the first prank Tommy did to you again? Like, where was it?
So, if you look over there, you're going to see Tomy's mountains. And they are really terrible.
Yeah, they're really, really bad. They're actually so ugly.
So, I had to live with this in my field of view because I made a beautiful land with a ton of flowers, trees, beaches, I don't know if I can say that word with my accent. Hmm. You're going to mute this. So I have the best view of the server, except when I have my render distance above 20.
Yeah,
20
yeah,
checks.
when I turn mine up to 32, it's so bad. I can see all of it.
So I had to take my revenge. What I did is when the 1.21.4 version came out, so the
Mm-hmm.
Garden Awakens, we got the creaking, we got everything from the Pale Forest, and it's quite cool, especially for pranks. So
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
hidden 100 creakings under his base.
yeah.
Oh, and you can still find some. He's
Yeah, yeah. I saw some last time I was doing stuff over there. It
yeah,
was
in your last video.
horrible.
And well, he wasn't too happy about it. So he took revenge on my revenge. And he wrote above my base a giant word made out of obsidian.
Jesus
And
Christ.
next step, you placed a lot of resin in his
Yeah,
base, which
yeah, yeah.
was quite funny. And he backfired,
Yeah,
hasn't he?
yeah, very badly. I thought I was
Oh no.
so smart by saying, "Oh, my least favorite's diamond blocks," and then he found a
Yeah.
horrible loophole.
So now we have to make a final great prank
Yeah,
to
yeah,
finish
yeah,
this season
yeah. I have
magnificently.
I have a few ideas, but also I
Tell
want
me
to hear what
everything.
your thoughts are. The first one is not as good as my second idea. I think my first idea is we could just like carve our faces into the side of his mountain behind his castle.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, I like it already.
That
I like it.
or shove a giant baguette into the side of his castle that's glazed with resin.
Ooh. Ooh, I like this.
Both are pretty good. But do you have any ideas as well?
Um, uh, I'm not a man of ID. I,
Well, out of
I'm a
those two, what
follower.
do you think is best?
Well, I think carving the faces are a great thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
why only the faces? Why not the bust, the body, everything else too? So like we have the shoulders, we have the hand,
Oh my
and why
god.
not we have in one of our hands a
Yeah.
sign thing, gotcha or bonjour.
Yeah, 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 we can do that. We can do that.
Okay, let's fly to his base and see
Yeah,
where
yeah,
we
yeah,
could
yeah, yeah.
make this.
I know too that you're a man of statues, so this actually might might work really well.
Yeah, true. So we have this cliff face
There is
with
a big
the two.
there's a big empty space. Yeah, I think that could work.
Yeah, it it would be really sad if there was nothing but rock in this place. Why
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
Mount Rushmore of prankster?
Exactly, exactly. What do you think of our handiwork though here on this? On the
Mm, I'm quite proud of it.
Yeah,
I think he's going to enjoy it.
me too. I wonder if he'll notice it at first, like if he's just walking or something or flying in here, if he'll just be like, wait a minute, because it
I mean,
blends in just a little bit, but like then you'll see it.
I think he's going to keep them because we have such sweet faces.
I know, I know. I wouldn't actually be surprised if he doesn't get rid of it.
We are magnificent. Oh, hold up. We
Hmm.
haven't made the sign. Let me make a little sign.
Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, you noticed you have glowing. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Thank you for that prank. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. It's... Alright, so I'm at shopping district right now because I need quite a few materials, specifically spruce wood, which I've kind of run my supply quite dry on, along with a few other materials I'll be needing. And lately, I've really been loving using the most niche blocks in builds. I'm not talking about spruce, of course, but things like bee nests or lecterns or composters, just like Very random sort of blocks that I guess a lot of people wouldn't think to use in builds. And the good news about this, though, is that Shopping District pretty much sells every possible thing you could think of at this point. Literally everything. There's probably a shop for every single item here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some shopping and also some collecting on my own and get all the materials I'll need. And I'll meet you back at the base. Alright, I'm back at the base now, and I finished up all the shopping I need to do and the material gathering I needed to get done. And what I really want to do with this area the most is to kind of frame in everything. So pretty much where every direction you look has something framed together, whether it be the mountains or the lighthouse or just really any build. It could be the fire tower too we're about to work on. Speaking of the fire tower, now that we've got all the materials, we can actually get to work on it. Alright, so now I got the whole fire tower area all built up here, and I kind of just want to walk through this and talk about some of the tricks and things I've done with the area here. And, first things first, I was really talking about framing, and I think I've done that quite nicely with the trees here. So you'll see that I'm kind of trying to lead your eyes towards certain things in this. I don't know what the official term for that's really called, but I want to just have your eyes, naturally kind of go towards something here. So, like in this, for instance, these trees here are framing this mountain as well, which is really cool. But yeah, no, so for details, I've just kind of added some buttons and pressure plates here to kind of look like this dirt road is on just, it's just kind of gotten on this road here. It's not really cleaned up or anything. I think it looks really nice. Another thing you'll notice, I do play with bushy leaves in my resource pack, and using this, I can actually put leaves in the ground here, and they look like another grass type. I mean, even without the bushy leaves, they still look really cool as a sort of other grass type in there. Now, on the sign here, I've written Tower 1. I've put a little tree symbol in there, just to kind of show, like, okay, this is over here. I've put a no trespassing sign here since I don't really want... I guess in real life, people wouldn't really be able to just kind of come in here. Now, in this little area, I thought this was super empty, and so I just decided, to put some, like a log pile here, and I've been using the new pale moss a lot, actually. I didn't really think I would enjoy using it as much as I have been. But yeah, I think it looks really good, just kind of to make this wood look old. Maybe they had to clear some trees out in this area here. Now, moving forward, yeah, again, I've done the leaves and stuff. I've added almost a sort of meadow here, too, with these flowers and things, just this clearing. But you'll see as you walk on this road, it's kind of framing in this as you go. Your eyes are naturally drawn this way, usually. And then, there it is, my fire tower. So I have a lot to talk about actually on this. So yeah, first things first, I've done a furred truck, not the other name. I thought that was kind of funny. That was Carson's idea, one of our members on here, that he wrote furred there. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I've done a little bit of armor stand magic, which I've been experimenting with lately with the truck here that I've built, like this sort of ranger vehicle that might be here. But yeah, I've used some armor stands to put some fences here and make this kind of look like the Ferd logo. I've just put a lectern in there as a steering wheel, and I used some armor stands up there to look like sirens too, the exhaust and the license plate and all that stuff. Now, actually coming up to the fire tower, first things first, I've got a little side shed here. I've put these trap doors here to sort of look like the doors kind of knocked off, like make it look real old and just kind of nasty. I don't know, not really well kept at all. Like there's foliage and everything's all overgrown here. Now in here I've done a gas tank, kind of, because there is a generator over there. This fire tower would assumingly be powered by gas or something, rather than having a power line network having to come all the way out here. So yeah, I've just done some pressure plate, little table in here. I've done, actually, like I did on the building in the redwood area, I've put looms in the ceiling here to look like, I don't know, I just think it looks kind of like an old roof in here, and it's a really cool texture. But yeah, just put some extra firewood and two in here because upstairs in the fire tower I've got a wood burner stove. I've put just one little light in here too. Now, actually, over to the fire tower, I've built a porter potty. So, got a composter in it. That's just, I thought it was a cool little splash of color in here. That's really about it. I just think it looks pretty cool, though. It's just a little basic thing. I've got the generator here that would, actually power all of this. And if we go up this janky staircase up here, we can actually get up into the fire tower. It's not the greatest staircase, but it works. So yeah, I mean, this is a really, really good viewpoint of my base, except for that. But everything else here just looks great. I think it's such a good view here. Now, I have done a little interior. So if you come in here, I've kind of put this table here, and I've put an old computer here. A lot of these places I think use old computers, or did back in the day. I don't really know when my base is like time period is, or if it's modern, or if it's more in the 80s and 90s. But no, I think this just looks like a really cool detail here. I've used, this is the wood burner stove I was talking about that I've put in here. There is a little chimney on the top. I've used auto crafters here as a cabinet, which was also something that Carson did on the server that I kind of stole, so shout out to Carson. Also, same thing with the cacti. He also came up with this, and I thought this looked super, like, it just looks so cool, this design. And I've just put a bed in here, and this is supposed to kind of act as like an oven. Maybe this is a microwave or something, or a radio, I don't know. But yeah, just a little interior. I've splashed some papers around and stuff too in here, like they were writing, I don't know. Nothing super complex. I think it's just a nice little interior. But yeah, overall, I think this has really filled this empty space. I want to kind of fly down here because, I don't know, I just want to see the view of it, from the lighthouse specifically. I just think it looks really cool. I mean, I think next episode we're going to tackle kind of doing all of this because this is really starting to bother me getting to this. And you'll see on my outro, I'm going to, that light up there blinks. I think it's really cool. I'll do a nighttime shot at the end of this, but yeah, this is such a cool detail having the light kind of flash up there. It's really neat. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. So I think I'm gonna end it here. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe, as it helps me a lot to keep making videos like this. And this has been Builds by Zay. Bye bye now.